Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. In a much better place today. Yesterday was interesting. Alright, so I have to tell you guys, I generally get drunk about twice a year. Okay? And unfortunately, one of those days happened to be yesterday. Extremely hot yesterday. And I have no excuses. I drank too much, period, end of story. But it happens. What are you going to do? So I apologize for anyone that saw the live stream. But hey, it is what it is, okay? So we move on. You know, like I said, every once in a while you got to let your hair down. I don't have any hair to let down. So had an interesting day yesterday. So anyhow, all right, I want to get into all seriousness here in this video, but I want to talk about something, talk about a subject, I guess maybe that some people will be uncomfortable with. You know, you have a situation over the weekend in Chicago. Let's talk about that, okay? 4th of July weekend, you know, more than 100 people were shot in Chicago over that weekend. And the majority of that crime, folks, the majority of that crime was black on black crime. Now, this is a question. Black Lives Matter, where were they? Were they there helping, getting things squared away, putting programs in place in Chicago with all that money that was donated to Black Lives Matter? Are they doing the right thing and taking care of the black community, right? Don't seem to be, do they? So do Black Lives Matter really matter to blacks? It doesn't appear so in Chicago. There has to be a change with the entire system, the way things are run. Now, you know, yes, Chicago is a Democratic-run city. Everybody knows that. Nothing has changed over the entire course of the time. You know, it just keeps getting progressively worse as, you know, you move forward and you see what's going on. So, you know, these things are, it's a really, really bad situation. You know, when people, and see, I hate using the terms of black on black crime, and, you know, and this is happening in this black community. These are human beings, okay? These are human beings that are being affected, and you have a lot of young men, basically between the ages of 10 and 19, that this is happening to, gang-related, whatever the case may be. It's a shame. It is an absolute shame. Chicago is Illinois is one of the strictest gun law states. Chicago, probably one of the strictest cities other than New York City for gun laws. And that doesn't seem to be helping, does it? Because those gun laws are restricting everyday law-abiding citizens from being able to defend themselves. But criminals, they don't care about gun laws, folks. I've said this many times. I've talked about this many times. Criminals do not care about what the gun laws are. Their criminals are going to do what the criminals do. Always have, always will. And when you have these politicians giving lip service, I just saw the mayor of Chicago, believe it or not, blamed Nixon. Blamed Nixon, basically. Brought it up in an interview, and he was talking about, you know, that there was these reforms that were supposed to go into place under Johnson, but he goes, instead we got Nixon. And, you know, so basically it's Nixon's fault. Although all these years later, it's Nixon's fault. How about the politicians that have been running Chicago forever and ever that don't really do anything to stop these type of situations? You know, it's a terrible, terrible situation. Something needs to be done because too many young people are dying and getting killed. One's dying, one's going to prison, right? I mean, it just, how does that help anybody? You know, there needs to be really early intervention to give these kids other opportunities. You know, and this is one of the things that drives me absolutely out of my mind, folks. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this up too. A lot of times, and I've heard this over and over and over again. If you have a black man that, you know, by his bootstraps brings himself up and does the right thing and takes care of things the way that he should, and well, then he's a sellout, he's an Uncle Tom, and listen to the way he talks, you know, he talks like a white man and all this type of stuff. That's such nonsense. Why would you not be happy if somebody in, you know, with the same background as you that's actually done something about it? But nope, they're sellouts. I never understood that mentality. I really don't. You know, I'm always happy for anybody that is successful in whatever they're doing. Don't make no difference to me. Like I said, it's like if you work hard and you put in the effort and you become successful, there's always going to be retractors. There's always going to be people that are going to be negative and hateful and jealous and whatever else it is. I mean, I like I said, if it doesn't affect you, why should you care? You know, as far as somebody's success. If somebody's successful and you're not, it's their fault that you're not successful. I'm not sure. I'm not following that. You know, I'm not understanding that way of thinking, to be honest with you. But we all have choices. And, you know, it's hard making the right choices. Very, very hard making the right choices. So, you know, that's where I'm at with that. I just think that there needs to be an overhaul of the system. There needs to be things put in place to help people, give people. If you have hope, and if you have an opportunity, and then you still screw up, then that's on you. Because, you know, I'm so tired of all the excuses of, well, we never had a chance. That's nonsense. Everybody has a chance, you know. I did not come from money. I did not, you know, there was no silver spoon in my mouth. I mean, you know, when my father passed away, you know, he didn't leave anybody anything, which I never expected he would anyway. He didn't have nothing to leave. So, you know, but the thing is, my thing has always been hard work, do what I got to do, take care of my business, treat people with respect and dignity, and that's what I try to do, and I will continue to do that. And that's it. You know, that's my mantra. And I judge people on character, be honest with you. If you're a scumbag, you're a scumbag. Don't matter who you are, what your background is, what your religion is, any of that. But if you're a decent human being, again, I could care less what your background is, what color you are, what religion you are. That has no bearing in any way. It's how you treat people and how, you know, that type of thing. I think your character. So I think that's important. But that's just my take on that, and just sharing those thoughts with you. But something's got to be done. We cannot have this continued slaughter of people, and just nothing changes. And oh well, let's make more gun laws. Obviously, that's not working, is it, folks? Right? So maybe we need to look at a different avenue to get things, you know, to get things in a better position. So anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We truly are one race called the human race. I wish we could all figure that out at some point. That would be fantastic. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Have a great day, folks, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.